Hello everyone, welcome to the live streams of Global Trade Live. Today is today is 25th of June and we are in New York session over here. So let's just reanalyze everything here. Yes, let's just remove each and every drawing, and the first step is let's just find some clean range for us to take a trade. So I think clean range will be below this level over here. So yep, so this is our clean range over here, and GJ can simply move to this level to the downside, as this is a support and the resistance over here. So it would be around 24 pips of range, which is a pretty good range over here. And yeah, so we have identified our tradable range at this point, and if we look for buys, then I think we can have good buys above this area over here, because a resistance has been formed and the market is currently moving in sideways, and the 30-minute candle is about to close in few seconds over here. So I think good buys will be above 154.077 and sells will be below 153.981. So if the next candle starts to go up, create upper wick, and break the low over here, then I'm gonna take a sell trade for the in the anticipation of the market to go all the way down to this level over here. So the target will be here, which is 24 pips far away. Hello happiness fruits, how are you? And if we talk about buys, then we have this clean range over here, and this will be our target for buys. So if we calculate this range, then I think this is a pretty good range over here. So let's see. Yeah, this is 32 pips of range, but I think that GJ will be going down, because if I look at the 4-hour candle in GBP JPY, then it has to go all the way down to this level, which will give us 20 pips at least. And yeah, so if I drop to 15-minute time frame to draw some trend lines, let's see here in the 30 minutes. So if I draw some information here, let's just drop to 15 minutes to get some more information. Okay, looks good. So if I draw a trend line here, then this information is available with us. Okay, and again in the 15 minutes we have this information available with us, and the market has just closed below this trend line, and the previous trend line just went down but closed a weak bearish candle. So this candle can go up, create a wick, and come all the way down, break the low, and continue moving down. So as I look here in the 5 minutes over here, then the 5-minute analysis is exactly matching with the 15 minutes here, and I think if a candle breaks this low, then it will be going all the way down. So that's what I think, but I'll wait for a candle to break below this low over here, which will be the low in 30 minutes. Yes, so I'm gonna execute sells below this area. So what I'm going to do is, let's just calculate the stop loss. So my stop loss will be around 9-10 pips, and yeah, so that's the analysis over here. Yes, I also think it's going down. Yes, happiness fruits, because the thing is, yesterday I was hoping for this wick fill over here, but the market went up, and in the London session it came down, and now it's filling these wicks over here from on the left, and it should be going all the way down. So that's why. Plus the daily candle. Look at the left here. If you look at the left over here, then the daily candle, whenever the market is between this range over here, then the market has to always go down to this area, which is at 153.726. What about the momentum candles at the left? Are they no problem? Sorry, something going wrong. Hello PS Gore, how are you? I really think, look here, the interesting part is, let's just go to 4 hour and let's just go to 30 minutes over here. Okay, so interesting part is, let's just remove every object from here, and then I'm gonna explain what I'm trying to say. Okay, so the interesting part is, if we draw a line over here which is matching towards left, all this candle 1 2 3 4 5 6 candles failed to maintain its price below 153.982, but the previous 30-minute candle closed below 153.982. That means this candle has done something different from all these candles over here. And as we have this rejection candle over here, and again all these rejections, and then one acceptance of the price over here, that means the current candle might just go up to create a liquidity grab, and it will reverse back and break this low to continue down. So that will be our trade for today. And if you go to the 1 hour, 1 hour looks really difficult right now, but 4 hour looks good. 4 hours looks good. So let's go here in the 4 hour again. So yeah, according to the 4 hour, if we get some more information from the left, then according to the 4 hour, the market rejected this area. Let's just adjust this area. So look at the left. Whenever the market rejected this area, market always came down. Here rejected, came down. So that's the idea here. So market came down, rejected, again came down to test this area, and the market is here also coming down. We have clean range on the left in the 4 hour, and this candle is retracing back, maybe to fill its own wick and finally come down here. So that's the idea for GJ here. So my bias is sells. So the 5-minute candle just closed above the zone over here. So, but no problem. Once it starts to go down, coming down, then I'm gonna execute the trade. So now it's really good here. Why? Because the market is now moving up. We know that we have clean range above this area over here. So now we will wait for the market to do something like that, which will be showing us that okay, so we are not going down, we are going up. But if we look at the 4 hour, there is nothing which can tell us that we will be going up. So market just maybe eating stop losses here and confusing the traders. So it might reject this trend line. We have this trend line. None of these candles closed above the trend line. So if a candle closes above the trend line, then that means we should be ready to, to get into buy trades. But we really need to wait for a candle to close here somewhere around. So with time we will know. Market will give us some more information. So this is a low here, this is a low here. So let's just join both the lows to get something more accurate. Okay, so now it makes more sense here. So if a candle drops below this area, then it will be going all the way down. And once the candle break this low over here, then it should be going all the way down. So now let's just go and check 30 minutes over here. Okay, so by looking at the 30-minute candle over here, then it looks like that this candle is going all the way up, about to break the high. And if that breaks the high, then with volume it can go all the way up. But we cannot trade just like that, because we need a candle to close outside this range over here, because clean range is above 154.077, and right now the market is not outside 154.077. So we really need to wait for a candle to close outside this area and then form something like that, so that we can execute buys. Hello Brandon, good morning. Okay, so the candles are going outside that area over here. Let's see. We will be waiting for 2 more minutes here, and let's see where the candles will be closing. So I think good buys will be above 154.8182. But if this candle breaks that area directly, then I'm not gonna execute any trades, because I I'm really not expecting that the market will be just going straight up in a single wick, in a single candle. So yeah. Happiness Truth is saying gold is doing something. Can you please go to gold? Sure. Let's check gold here. Okay, so gold, what gold is doing right now? Okay, so gold is just consolidating right now. It's really doing nothing here, and it's rejecting this area over here, which is coming from the left, and we have some more information here. Let's just get that information. Yeah, so gold is just consolidating. It's just between of a range over here in the 4 hour, and let's go to the daily. Look, if you look at the left, you have so much of choppiness here in the daily. So what I'm seeing here is the candles are rejecting this area, and this candle is going up, so it might also reject this area to come down here to tap this area. So I would suggest you to just look for sells in gold, because earlier it rejected this area. This is a heavy rejection area. But yeah, if gold closes above or crosses above these levels over here, then you might look for buys to this level. But if gold starts to reject this area and starts to go down, then your level should be here, this level, because right now the market is just going between these two levels. So but yeah, but right now gold can tap to this area, which is 33 pips up. So if we look at the lower time frames, like 30 minutes time frame, then the clean range in gold will be above this area. So you wait for a candle to break above this level over here, then you can execute a buy, which is 25 pips up. And if you want to go for sells, then I think okay, if you want to go for sells, then I think this should be the area here. Right now the market is just consolidating, so just wait for a candle to close below this area, and for sells, which will give you around 20 pips at least, and for buys you should be waiting for the gold to close above this area, which will give you 26 pips of range. So that's my thoughts about gold. And look here, let's see here, 15-minute candle. Yeah, so 15-minute candle is currently moving really bullish, rejected all the area here and went up all the way up. So let's look at the symmetry thing over here. If GJ is forming some sort of symmetry, let's see. Let's just squeeze the graph and see. So the market just went down here. There's nothing in 30 minutes. What I think is market can go up in GJ. That's what I'm thinking about. Why? Because if you look at the symmetry over here, then this move here can be mirrored here. So once this candle starts to go up, this move, big move, will be mirrored. Yeah, the huge range will be there. So if that happens, then I'm gonna catch good pips in that range. So but let's see. I think if it starts to go up, then this should be the move, because the market just, look at this. This here is same thing, and but the thing is we have something different here. Market just consolidated. It didn't made a U at this point. It should be making a U here to go up, but it didn't do that. So let's see where the candles will be closing. But the good thing is we have just marked our ranges over here. Look, all these candles over here, all these candles failed to maintain their price above 154.077. And if you look at the 5 minute, then 5 minute should be retracing. Yes. So the 5 minute candle is retracing right now, and it didn't broke the high over here. So let's just check if there is some more information available which can give us good. Yeah. So if I draw a trend line here, then we can see that this candle respected the trend line and the resistance level and closed below that. The current candle respected that support and trend line and coming all the way back. So we have 30 seconds here left for the 5 minute candle to close. So let's just wait and see where the candles will be closing, and we will be reacting to the market according to that. So if the price comes back again below this trend line, then it should be going all the way down. So here are few points which you can see and learn how you can execute the trade. So first of all you will be looking at the point number 1, find a clean range. When I came to the market here, I just go to the 30 minutes. I marked my clean ranges. I have one clean range here to trade for sells, and I have another clean range here to trade for buys, right? Second thing I did was I drew some trend lines according to 30 minutes and 15 minutes, right? And when I drew trend lines, the third thing I do, when the market is about to enter clean range, I shifted time frame to the lower time frame and draw more trend lines. So when the market was here, I shift to the 5 minutes over here and I drew more trend lines, right? So that's what I do daily. I mark my clean ranges and I trade according to that. So now I'm gonna execute the trades according to the lower time frames, which will be giving me low stop loss values and high profit values. So that's what I'm gonna do. Now look, the current 5 minute candle is breaking this low over here, but if the current 5 minute candle moves all the way up, break this high over here, then if you look at the left, then we have range of about 8 pips. So the chances of going up will be increasing. So I'm gonna execute buys above this wick over here only if this candle starts to go up and break this high. But if this candle respects this high and this high, then I'm not gonna execute any trade. So if this candle closes back in the range, let's see here, 15-minute candle just closed. Okay, so 15-minute candle here is coming all the way down. So this can be a liquidity wick forming over here. So if this 15-minute candle starts to reverse back and break this high, then I'm gonna execute the trade. Because at that point this candle will be respecting this lower trend line and will be breaking these highs to continue moving up. So let's see here what the 4-hour is showing us. According to the 4-hour, it doesn't look like that this candle will be reversing back or do something like that, because I think it should be coming down. Really, I'm really not expecting the price to go up. Okay, so the price is coming down here. That's good. So in 12 minutes here, 1 hour candle and 30-minute candle will be closing. Let's see the 1 hour candle. Yeah, 1 hour candle is kind of rejecting the same area earlier candles rejected. So where is the entry from, the yellow line or the blue? Above the blue you have clean traffic. Yes. Let me just explain you. These yellow lines over here, if we look at the 30 minutes, these yellow lines here are my zone areas, and these blue lines here are my trade trigger points. Okay, so above this yellow line we have clean range, but my trigger point will be these blue lines over here. So I'll update these blue lines, my trigger points, whenever I get more information from the graph. But these are the zones, yellow lines are the zones here. Let me just label this down over here. So this is our no trade zone. Buys above this area. And sells below this area. So right now we are in a no trade zone, so there are no trades here. So look, the 15-minute candle is now retracing really all the way down with no wick on the top. That means this can be a fake out move, and if we adjust the trend line here like this, then I think this 15-minute candle is respecting the trend line at this point. So 5-minute candle is coming all the way down right now, and still got 10 minutes here for the 30-minute candle to close. Let's go to the 30 minutes at this point. And look, this 30-minute candle, look what it did. This 30-minute candle just went all the way up, grabbed all the stop loss from these higher of the candles, and now it's coming all the way down. So if this candle break this low over here, then that will be the good point of taking sells, because at that point the market will be moving down with all the force. Firstly, it will fill this wick in the 30 minutes here, which will be around 5 pips, and after that it will be filling this wick over here, which will be 8 pips, and once it broke this wick over here, it will be going all the way down. So that's what I think, and that's what GJ usually do. But I just want a 5-minute time frame to retrace back, make something like a retracement here, so that we can take sells with comfort. So look, now this level over here is really a dangerous level, because the candles can come down. It will show us that it's breaking the level from the left, but suddenly it starts to go up and retracement, right? So what I'm going to do is I'm gonna shift my trigger point at this low over here. Why? Because if the market comes down to my trigger point, so I'm giving the market some room here to, if it's want to reverse back, that it will be coming a little bit down and then it will reverse back. What it usually do, because if it comes down more, then the chances of going down increases. So that's why. So now the market is doing good thing over here. It closed below this trend line and this trend line. This trend line will be showing the market direction to the downside, and this trend line will make sure that the market stays below these prices over here. So let's see if the market respects the trend lines or not. So yeah.